Today we're going to see how to restrict a transition in the workflow based on the hours logged on an issue, and we're going to do that with power scripts from C'. So in order to do this, we need to create a validator on the workflow. So we need to edit the workflow. And we're going to just pick a transition to limit, so I'll say mark as done. And then we just want to come to validators and add validator. And we want a CIL validator because that's the PowerScripts validator. So I'm going to say use an existing script because I have actually already written the script in a video I just couldn't use. So I'm going to add this, and then we'll take a look at it next. We'll publish, we'll say no because we like to live life on the edge. Okay, so now it's added. I'm going to switch over to my CIL manager. So here we have the script. So what I've done is I've created 3 intervals. The min interval is set to 0, the max is set to 60 minutes, and W, which just stood for work, uses the get time spent function. To use this function, we have to pass the key, and since it's in the context of the issue, because it's part of the workflow, we can just write key because it knows which workflow it's currently part of and it knows what the issue number is. So we can just write key. Then we need to pass a user or group to specify whose work was logged. And I'm just using Jira users group here, which should be almost all-inclusive to anybody who is going to be using this and logging work, but you could change that to developers or any other group. Next, I've created a string with a very poorly worded error message trying to explain that you must have minutes work, but you can't have more than 60 minutes. So here's my if condition. If W is greater than min, so if work log is greater than 0 and work logged is less than equal to max, we return true, so the validator is allowed to proceed. It's passed. You can go. Otherwise, return false. And when we return false, we need to pass the message type, which I've set as error. There are others like info. You can see that more of that in the documentation, and we pass the error message string. Now I should say you don't need the return statement, the return true statement. I could rewrite this as the false statement, and that's all I would need is the false statement. So let's do that. It's just cleaner. So we'll say if work log is less than or equal to min and greater than and equal to max, well, greater than max. And then we'll just get rid of all this. And that's all you really need. That's probably cleaner. Okay, so I have a confession to make. That code did not work. That's the risk, I guess, of recording live. So this is the first time I've done this as well. So what wasn't working in my logic was the W is less than min, because when no work is logged, it doesn't pass a value, it's just null. So what we're saying is if it's null, return false, or if it's greater than max, return false. And I don't need this anymore. Alright, so I'm going to hop over to this test issue where I have no work logged. And as you can see, it does prevent you from closing the issue. So now, if I log 30 minutes, actually let's log 30 minutes more. So I'm exceeding 60 minutes now because I want to show that it also does not work if it's more than 60 minutes. Okay, it's blocking it. We remove that last entry. We'll try it again. And it works. That's how you restrict transitions based on hours worked using PowerScripts. Thanks for watching.